Hello, white people. Congratulations. We survived the pandemic. Hooray! Look at that. We flattened the curve. We stopped working. We stayed home. We didn't go shopping. We ordered a whole bunch of crap we didn't need online. And we let our elderly just rot in whatever little places that they were in and let them die of a loneliness. And then people who had bad health, they died from the stress, and the suicide over the last 3 months was the same number as over the previous 12 months. Boy, we did it. We're survivors. Aren't we just freaking awesome? Anyway, so now that that's behind us, we're back to our regularly scheduled propaganda. And so now in America, we've got all these riots going on over some dude that was, well, I guess it's over some video, right? We don't know if this guy died or not. We weren't there. There's no way that we can tell. We're just going by reports. And then the media, they released video. You know what I find surprising is that that video would be evidence in a criminal investigation. And why is evidence being leaked to the media? That's a big deal. And I mean, other concerns are, well, why is the public demanding blood when they should be demanding due process? Because we are in America, and that's just the way our system works. It's not by mob rule, because if anybody presents any sort of biased evidence to the public and the public decides, okay, well, we're done with you. And then the public, what is that book? Oh, yeah, Lord of the Flies. So if the crowd decides that somebody is guilty of threatening society, then we'll all grab our pitchforks and hoes and go after that person without using due process. Right. Oh, that's kind of terrifying, isn't it? But fortunately, a lot of these people online who are calling for blood and they want these people to either, be killed or put in jail, something like that. They're a bunch of keyboard warriors, a bunch of useless keyboard warriors who wouldn't do anything anyway. And I'm really concerned in some cases where you do see some real evidence of, especially like these governors during these lockdowns and these executive orders, and they're getting out of hand. You know something? They're committing treason, and they need to have their feet put to the fire. So if we're not putting our feet to the fire for treasonous politicians, what makes anybody think that police officers are going to get their due process and justice will be served? It won't. It really won't. We can't seem to complete that task in this country for some reason. And the people who get punished are generally people who are not a threat to society and more than likely innocent of whatever crime they get accused of. But anyway, if you've seen the video, now I watched a whole bunch of different versions of the video, and it seems like there's always the same angle of that video. The next question that pops into my head, is this CGI? I can't tell if it's CGI. I keep looking and looking at it, and I don't know, it might be CGI. Sometimes the CGI is really, really convincing, and you just don't know. And sometimes it's not. But there was a video that I made for you guys, I don't know how many weeks back, where it showed all these different faces. It has like a guy in the middle talking, and he's moving his eyes around, and the four people in the picture with him, they were moving their faces around, or I'm sorry, not their faces. They're doing the same eye movement and same mouth movements as the guy. That's just, how sophisticated things are today. And a lot of people don't really connect all those dots together, that how sophisticated CGI is and how sophisticated the propaganda is. And the last point that I want to make is that for people who are not in the United States and they're seeing all these videos of buildings turning to rubble and places on fire, whatever, something, or an average person cannot go and just demolish a building by themselves. An average person cannot go and set a police station on fire. In America, we're actually very sophisticated when it comes to our safety protocols. A building that is set on fire, it's got an alarm system and a sprinkler system. How did this one police station catch on fire, and why were these flames so big? Well, anyway, so if you're not in America, this is very unusual, and it's a very sophisticated outfit that would be able to set these buildings on fire, and a very sophisticated outfit that would be able to turn a building to rubble. And so I'm leading to the conclusion, or I'm leading you to the conclusion, that these protesters are paid. They're not just average angry people. Regular people don't get all wound up like this. Even if they see something on TV, they don't go out and start breaking shit. All right, white people, that's the damage for today. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to your comments below.